I think we're here, guys. What up, yo? What up, what up, what up? If you guys are here, let me know. And if you guys want to check out the Millennial Skills swag that just came out, drop an emoji and I'll get you the link to the new shop that's coming out. And I want us to get started and talk about how to get marketing clients this week, because a lot of people have been messaging me and a lot of people have been commenting, what do I do with this embargo, or how do I keep building a business with this whole embargo? And what I want to share with you is that our agency, since the embargo has happened, has actually had our best weeks. Actually, we've actually signed 4 clients. We brought in 3 $5,000 worth of revenue over those 2 weeks, which isn't gonna, not gonna break any world records or anything like that. But the reason I share that with you is we didn't stop, right? We definitely did not stop because of the whole embargo. And what I want to share with you guys is that there are lots of prospecting tips and there are a lot of ways that you guys can go out there and generate clients without needing to run ads, without needing to do a lot of these things that people feel like they need to get clients. So anyways, let's see who's here. Dan, what's going on? Panashar, what's going on? Guys, if you guys can hear me okay, let me know. This is we're going again through a new system. We're trying out a new system here, and so if this is working and you guys can hear me, just give me a thumbs up or an okay or something like that, so I know that we're all right. But I'll share with you before, a couple of weeks ago, we were really kind of not a couple of weeks ago, a couple months ago, we were really at a place where man, our agency is not getting the traction we want. We're not signing the clients we want. We just weren't having any progress, any traction. We didn't know if we were a Facebook ads agency. We didn't know if we were a chatbot agency. We really didn't know what we were doing. And it resulted in us not having a consistent amount of clients coming in. And obviously when you don't have enough clients coming in, you don't have an agency, you're basically working for yourself. So what we had to do is we really had to figure out, okay, what were we going to do, right? How are we going to, what path are we going to take? And then what steps were we going to take along that path to make sure that we were actually generating clients? Because at first we were pitching all sorts of things. We were pitching Facebook advertising, we were pitching funnels, we were pitching leads, we were pitching chatbots, we were pitching all these different things. And then we finally honed in, and said, you know what? We're going to go all in, and we are going to be a chatbot agent. We're going to be a messenger marketing agency. We were hesitant to do that at first, but then we went all in and we decided that this was what we were going to do. And ever since then, we had people constantly messaging us saying, hey, we need bots built. People were being referred to us, hey, can you build a bot for this person? And it was really because we chose to really niche in and we chose to really get clear about what it is that we were offering, that we were able to sign all these clients. So that was kind of the story of how we got here, and really what it came down to was us deciding what were we gonna sell? Picking out what were we gonna sell. That was the first thing. And then the second thing was figuring out what we were actually going to, how we were going to do it, right? Were we gonna do cold email? Were we gonna do Facebook ads? Were we gonna do LinkedIn? What were we gonna do referrals? How are we going, were we gonna do organic? How are we actually going to do it? And once we committed to some of those things, after that, it kind of fell into place. So I want to see if there's any questions here. Seems like you guys can hear me. All right, cool. What's up, Nahal, Scott? Good to see you guys. If you guys have questions about client acquisition, about prospecting, throw those down there. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk about the things that have worked for us, and I'm going to talk about all the different avenues and areas in which you can utilize to be able to generate clients for you. So let's make this a little bit smaller. It's kind of obnoxious, huh? But I love, let's see, boom, doom. All right, so I'm gonna skinny this up a little bit, boom, like that, so y'all can see it. All right, so now let's jump over here and let's talk about some of the ways that work for us. So we actually have gotten a lot of, we've gotten a lot of traction through cold email, and this is something that it's kind of interesting that we're a chatbot agency, but email has been such a big part of our of our business, because frankly, business owners aren't necessarily as willing to do business on Facebook Messenger as they are willing to do business through email, or even something, like LinkedIn. LinkedIn has been another huge area of opportunity for us as well. And it's been a great place for us to generate prospects, kind of out of thin air, right? We didn't have any of these prior connections initially, and LinkedIn is a great place to go out there and meet those people. I don't know if, let me see, can you guys see that stuff? Yeah, I want to make sure that you guys can see all of this. Okay, so boom. All right, great. So email, LinkedIn. It's also another one that we call is DDK. Okay, this is digital door knocking. I've had so many people, all right, over the last several days reach out to me and say that they're booking sales calls literally just by sending messages to the Facebook pages and having them just saying, hey, did you know you could automate this stuff? Because if you guys scroll through your news feed for long enough, you'll start to notice that there are ads that come up, and they actually are click to messenger ads. And I don't think that businesses realize this. Businesses are just boosting posts. But all of a sudden now, when you boost a post, it turns it into a messenger ad. And so what happens is that the person, they click through, and it opens up a conversation with their bot. Opens a conversation with their page, and there is no bot. So when someone responds, right, if you message them, they're running ads to it. Usually someone will respond, and I go, hey, are you guys responding to these individually? And they go, yes. And then I say, okay, did you guys know you could automate these responses? And just from that little interaction, there is a ton of people getting sales calls from that, right? So that's a huge way that you can do that. What else is there? There's obviously something that we call organic, okay? Right, and this is, I don't talk about this as much because I don't expect everybody to be able to do 300 Facebook Lives over the course of a year. I don't think that that's normal, frankly. I think that that's kind of crazy. However, what I do think is helpful is for people to understand that there are organic ways to be able to connect with people, and that option is still there, right? Whether it's doing Facebook Lives, whether it's writing a blog on Medium, whether it is utilizing Pinterest, maybe Twitter is not dead, right? All of these other avenues that require content, Twitter not so much content, but a lot of these other avenues in which it's content based is obviously still there. And I don't talk about that as much because I think that there are a lot of other people who talk about that stuff, and frankly, this stuff isn't as sexy, but it's stuff that you can actually see a result from much quicker. And I think that that's a really important aspect of all of this stuff. So Aaron says I got to talk about the swag. So if you guys are interested in the swag, just comment swag, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But I just wanted to throw that down there for you guys to let you guys know that there is shit coming out. And actually, Aaron, dude, I've got to connect with you because I'm pretty limited on my swag. But I know that Aaron does a ton of promotional stuff for his companies. So we definitely got to talk about that for sure. And then obviously over here, you can run Facebook ads, right? We can run ads. And then I'm going to do in here, another one is PPC, okay? But those cost money. And those obviously, not only do they cost money, you obviously have to be good at them as well. Whereas these other ones, in order to send, a cold email to get a client, it just takes a couple of Google searches, right? And that's all that you need in order for you to be able to get that email. In order for them to be able to, in order for you to connect with people on LinkedIn, it just takes a couple of, LinkedIn searches, a couple of connections, a couple of follow-ups, and you're good, right? DDK, you can literally just send people Facebook messages, and people will, and you can get appointments that way. The organic route, starting a Facebook group, starting a blog, starting a vlog. Last night I did my very first Twitch stream, right? It was that's why this thing is up here on OBS. But I did my very first Twitch stream, and that's another way that we plan on attracting people organically into our our agency funnel. So tons of opportunity for people to be able to do all these things for free, and then obviously there's ads and PPC. So let's jump in here, and I'm curious, which one do you guys want to talk about? Drop a comment and let me know. You can put E for email, L for LinkedIn, D for DDK, O for organic, or A for ads. Just give me the first letter, E, L, D, O, or A, for what you guys want to talk about, and let's get into it. Because the nice thing is frankly, our agency utilized all of these, right? People always ask, what methods of outreach do you utilize, to get clients? And I'm like, all of them. I look at lead generation and client acquisition, kind of how a lot of people look at their portfolios, their financial portfolios, and that is, it's really about diversification for me. So like for these, the reason that I can talk about any of them is we do all of them. What I would encourage you to do is pick one of them and to go in. But guys, I've been running sales organizations. I've been, generating sales since I've been doing that since I was 17. So I know how to so I don't want you to feel like, oh my goodness, I have to do all of these things, right? No. Pick one, get good at it, understand it, right? So the thing is like, we've been doing email. We almost did email exclusively for like 4, 5, 6, 7 months, where we saw almost zero return, right? It was like, man, if I could tell you how many emails our agency has sent out, we send out about 500 per day. So we've done that for about 7 months. I don't know, what is 5 times 30 is 15,000, right? If I were to do 500 times 30, that's 15,000. 15,000 times 7, that's like almost 160, 70,000 emails or so. And guys, the reality is that we've only signed, I don't know, a handful of clients from that. But here's the thing. That was worth it. It was profitable for sure. We didn't say, oh my goodness, this person's only paying us $1,500 to be able to do that. God, that email doesn't work. No, what we realized is that, okay, we started and we gave it, some time, and we were like, all right, let's figure out how to do this. Like, we're not just going to do it one time, and then it didn't work, all right? And so we were like, oh, this doesn't work. We were like, okay, how can we fix it? How can we tweak it and adjust it? Let's change up the subject lines. Let's change up the emails. Let's change up the offer. Let's change up, let's take out the links. That was a big thing that we realized with email, is that initially, sending links is not something that you should do in your spam. I think I'm getting sick, guys. I think I need to hit the vitamins. I need to get some vitamin C or some airborne. So I can't lose my voice. A good, this is the moneymaker right here. It's not my face. It's the moneymaker. So let's see here. I'm curious. I'm just kind of rambling because I want to know what you guys want to talk about. It seems we got not a very good consensus here. DLA, DLA, DLE. You guys literally, we've seen them. You guys put them all. So Jay Daniel says that, hey, he saw a Facebook that was running Facebook ads that was directed towards going to Messenger, but it didn't have a bot. It's not a new. It is a new feature. It's a new thing that basically Facebook, when they're boosting posts, like now boosted. I believe that boosted posts like automatically like include like send message, or there's that option, right? If you just make a post on your business page, you can actually turn it into a click to messenger post. It's actually kind of cool, but only if it's only kind of cool if people actually like. If those posts got organically got reach. However, I'd imagine that they either did that or somehow they boosted a post or whatever, but now those regular posts that would just be a regular like post on a business page are now turning into a click to messenger ad. So every time I see that come up, I click on it. Every time I see that come up, I click on it and I send them a message. And I go, hey, do you know you can automate this? Like, and I just every person I see, I send them a message. And about 3 out of 4 won't have a bot. One out of 4 might have a bot, and it's like, cool, awesome. They're doing a good job. Move on. Great. Test it, play with it. Bot hack it. Do all that. But yes, it is. That's actually what's happening. So it looks like LinkedIn. Are you guys down to talk about LinkedIn here? I know that a lot of people have asked about this. Are you guys down to talk about the LinkedIn? If you're down to talk about the LinkedIn, give me some likes and some loves. I'm gonna look and see. And if you guys want to talk about that, we can. But quickly, while I have a second, if you guys want to find out about the Millennial Skills swag that's just coming out, my wonderful wife designed a host of products, awesome hats and shirts and backpacks and bags and all of this amazing stuff. And what's cool is that you can shop right through the chatbot. So if you guys want info on the shop, just drop an emoji and I will get that info to you for show. Because I want to. Oh, thanks, man. What is this?
That's
oh, yeah. See, this is one of the best things about having a partner who believes in you. Is you're like, I don't know, maybe she was watching my live and she came in and brought me some vitamins. I love it. So let's talk about LinkedIn here. And there's 3 pillars to LinkedIn, okay? First pillar to LinkedIn, all right, is your profile. I already feel better. First is your profile, okay? This is the number one thing that you've got to do. And what you've got to switch up, all right, what you've got to switch up is you can't make your profile a digital resume. For a really long time, that was what people did, right? They went in there and they basically made it like a digital resume. They put all their accomplishments, their achievements, their education, and that's all Facebook was just like literally a digital resume. However, for you guys who are in the marketing space, remember how the idea and the concept of websites changed for you when you started to learn about like a funnel, right? No longer was a website just a place for you to vomit all this information out to people, but the website actually became a place for you to start that conversation and for you to be able to grab some sort of contact information or some sort of way for you to be able to follow up with them so that you could carry on the conversation, right? Let me know if you agree with that, right? Like if that's the concept of a funnel that you guys agree with, like let me, like comment funnel if you guys have heard that. Because that is the way that you want to think about your profile, is you want to think about it as a sales letter, right? It should really be a sales letter. That's the most important thing for you to do with your profile, is turn it into a sales letter. So your bio should talk about the niche that you serve. Your bio should talk about not just the services that you provide, but the results that you get from, or the results that you get for your client, right? So let me see. I'm curious. We got to get some more people on here, or else I'm going to cut this loose. My goal is is it crazy? I'm going to share something with you. If I have under 30 people watching live, I seriously feel like I'm saying something wrong, right? I literally feel like, oh my goodness, this stuff might not be good. And I start getting all self-conscious. Is that like so strange, right? Like I don't have any problem when there's lots of people on. I get really self-conscious and start freaking out when there's less people on. So if you want to help that, just hit likes and loves every time you hear something good, right? Comment with something that you learn or questions that you have, and that will actually tell in real time that will pop up new people on the news feed, and it'll make me feel confident, right? And is that weird? I don't know. I'm sharing that with you guys, but literally, if there's like 15 people on, I'm like, oh God, I must be sucking today. So that's how I. That's how I feel. So I'm gonna go in and let's do this in real time, okay? I don't use LinkedIn for myself, but I'm going to. So let's do this in real time. I want to show you what I'm actually talking about in here. So I'm gonna go in here, and I'm actually going to view my profile, and I'm gonna edit this thing, okay? Because we actually don't use we don't use my profile. At least we haven't. We've been using my partner's profile because he does all the sales. However, I'm going to start doing it more so, or I'm going to be having a VA be doing it. So I might as well edit it, and let's edit it here in real time in front of you guys, okay? So let's do this, and I want to see if I can let you guys see this stuff. All right, so how can I do that? Can you guys see it? I think you guys can see. All right, so let's go in here and let's do this in real time. So my headline, it says, automating your marketing and customer service through technology. Let's see, I don't actually like that. I actually say I help Let's see. I help brands and businesses generate more business, more revenue through social media automation. Boom. That's what I do, okay? That's chatbots right there. And you know what? If you want to steal it, go for it. You know what? It's yours, okay? That's why I love you guys so much that if you guys tune in, take it if you want. Let's keep going, okay? So if I look down here, boom, 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 here's summary, okay? So this is back when I worked with, when we were doing real estate stuff. So let me see here if I want to show you guys this. Okay, hold on. I'm adjusting it. All right, give me a second. This is new stuff here, okay? All right, you guys can see, oops, one more. All right, boom, okay. So you guys can see that stuff. Nice. All right, so here we go. So I've got my contact info, I've got my profile. So here's my summary, all right? I'm going to change my summary to a sales letter, okay? And if it's a sales letter, I always follow kind of the Mike Dillard approach, all right? And if you guys are learning anything here, remember, like some love so we can get more people on. Otherwise, we're going to call it after this, because this is good stuff here. So when I talk about it, I always follow Mike Dillard's, and it follows like a simple process. And I'm actually going to pull it out. I actually have this like handy. I took these notes. You'll see if you guys can see on the screen here. I took these notes back in March of last year, and I literally still have the paper here, and I used this almost. I used to have it out on my desk because I would use it daily, but now I've kind of committed it to memory, but I want to make sure that I hit all the good points. So the first part is the call out, right? The first part is the call out. So I'm going to say CEOs, entrepreneurs, I'm going to say, here we go, executives, entrepreneurs, and business owners. Let's see. So that's my call out. Are you finally ready to run a business? Are you building a business you want? Let's see. Do you have a business you want? What's something that they want? Executives, entrepreneurs, business. Do you have a business that are you building an impactful business? Right? There we go. Let's do that. And they'll say yes. An impactful business. Let's see. The biggest problem. So the next part is the biggest problem. So the biggest problem that most brands have is that they don't know how to communicate their message to their audience. Most brands don't know how to effectively communicate their message to their customers. Most brands don't know how to effectively communicate their message to their customers. In this digitally complicated world, right? Boom. How about that? The next one is build rapport. Build rapport. Let's see. I know how challenging. I know how challenging building. I know the challenges that come along with scaling a profitable organization, and I want to help. Let's see. Next is the solution. So now we have identify a solution. My partners and I have developed an automated has developed a software that can automate my partners and I have developed a software that can generate you more revenue without all the headache, read about that, and money that usually comes along with marketing these days. What about that? We've worked in over a dozen different industries throughout the world. We've worked in over a dozen. Here we go. Of course, dozen different are redundant. Over a dozen global industries, and know how to create a solution for your organization. Our system, and then I'm just going to go into it, is capable of generating new customers, clients, engaging and selling to current prospects or leads. Let's see, how about, I don't like selling, engaging and marketing to current prospects or leads. Following, no, I don't like following up. What about, if we want to talk about, like, not only can we engage and market them, we can also close them, right? So we can also facilitate, capable of generating, engaging, facilitating sales, conversations, and transactions. And then creating, and the last thing is I want to talk about customer reviews. So generating new customers, clients, engaging and marketing current prospects and leads, and facilitating sales conversations and transactions. What else do I want to put on here? And the last thing is supporting and addressing reputation management opportunities. Boom. So I'm going to put in here, basically, we do all of it for you so you can just focus on your business. If you want to learn more, let's have a chat. Now, link. Oh. HTTPS and then bot link m.me/hdmarketing1. Bam. Save. All right. Look at that. Boom. So here it is right here. Executives, entrepreneurs, and business owners. Are you building an impactful business? Now remember, this is super broad, right? This is like super, super broad. However, with that being said, let me see here if you guys can see that. With that being said, you might want to create something a little bit more like really dedicated towards your niche, right? You might say real estate agents, you might say dentists, you might say doctors, you might really call out those people and then speak really specifically to those people, okay? So I need some engagement. I need some self-confidence here. So if that was helpful, comment helpful, because that's the first aspect of it is your profile and your sales letter. Okay, so give me some affirmations and let me know if that was helpful. Let's talk about the next aspect, because there's really three keys to LinkedIn success. Okay, and the first one is having a profile that you can set up. Okay. Second thing are connections in here. So let's go in and let's do connections, okay? So we're going to type in, so the next opportunity is connections. And this is something that you guys can also be utilizing as well. So when you go in here, if you go into, you just click in people, okay? And then you want to go into your filters, all right? And you go into all filters. So you'll notice that it says all filters, and this is where we want to live, okay? Because this is the second part, and either us, or if we can afford it, a VA can actually go in and do these things for you, all right? So LinkedIn is a huge opportunity for you to actually create these conversations out of thin air, okay? Marissa says, what's the tool? The tool is draw.io. So guys, if any of this stuff is helpful, always just drop a comment and say helpful, because that just lets more people know that this stuff is worth watching. All right, so let's go in here and let's talk about how we actually do this on LinkedIn. So we've got our, so we go in here, we got our filters, and a couple of things we want to pay attention to. The first thing we want to pay attention to is our connections. So we really want to make sure that we pay attention to our connections here. Let me pull that over here. And, oh, so even before that, we actually can use title here. Now, depending on who you're going after, you might want to pay attention to that. You know, if you're going after restaurants, you might want to go after the restaurant owner and obviously not the restaurant hostess. If you're going after a, if you're going after a dentist, you don't want to go after the receptionist or the front desk person, right? You want to make sure that you are going after the right people, whether it's CEO, CMO for large corporations. The title is really, really big. So what you can do is you can actually fill in owner there, right? Owner, or I also like to do CEO is another one that you can do in there. So that's one thing that you want to pay attention to firstly is title. The second thing that you want to pay attention to is connections, right? Connections is a big thing. First connections, obviously, you don't, at this point, you don't really need to worry about, because if they're already first connections, they're your friends, right? So you want to go in here and you can do second and third connections, right? Because these are like having people with like mutual friends, and you just have a lot more likelihood of being able to connect with those people. Or you can even go in here and add a specific person that you want to, find mutual friends of. So we've got title. We've got to make sure that we select second and third connections. Location. This is big if you want to be obviously targeting people either in your area or out of your area, right? Maybe you want to make sure that you are going local, okay? So for me, if that was the case, well, then I'd check greater Los Angeles area because I live here in LA. And if you want to make sure that you, like, let's say you only want American clients, well, then obviously you should select United States, right? Because you want to limit it to the people that you want to reach, right? I mean, I think that makes sense. Let's see. Let's go down in here. Now we also have industries, okay? This is where this is another thing that we want to do. We want to play with is industries as well. And so industries are great. So obviously here's where you get to pick your niche. Here's where you get to pick what niche you're going after, right? Whether it is lawyers or doctors or dentists or chiros or roofers or whoever it is, right? I mean, here's where you type in the industry. And then you can do language, and I think that's really it, right? So we've got it here, Greater Los Angeles area. Let's see, industries. I want to do, let's see, what industry do I want to do? I don't know, give me an idea. What industry should we search for here? What do you guys think? Because this is a way, and by the way, we're talking about for marketing here, but this is a way that you can get clients for any service. I just saw Tasha hop on, and Tasha is someone who has been doing daily live videos, and it's an incredible, she's just motivating a lot of people. And for someone like her who is looking for clients of a particular kind of nature or a particular market, that LinkedIn is another great place to search out and reach for those people. Jason says real estate. Real estate's easy. All right, let's do it. Real estate. Okay, so real estate, boom, and let's click apply. So then I've got it on here, all right? Now I've got a couple of things, so then I'm going to come back. Let me adjust this a little bit for you guys so that you guys can see. So now what I can do is I see I've got all these people here. I've got owner, CEO at All Storage. So that's interesting. He's not really a real estate agent, but why not? Let me add a note. I'm going to connect with him. I'm going to say, hey, Jay. saw we had some mutual connections and interests. I don't know how to spell today. Thought I'd send you a connect. So I thought, let's see here. So I thought it doesn't matter what you put here, send you a connection. You're just honest, right? We have mutual interests and mutual connections, right? That we're second connection here. We have mutual interests. We're both in real estate, maybe because I want to sell to them, him for his own reasons. And so I thought we'd make a connection. And we just click, and we click send invitation. Now here we got William Hernandez, owner CEO at Aspire Property Management. Okay, he's a property manager. This could also be an interesting thing, right? So who knows? Let's just go in here and we'll say, do you think his name is Bill? I'm just going to say, hey, I don't know. That's interesting. No, I don't know. I'm not going to make that gamble. Hey, William, we have some mutual, and you could copy and paste this, obviously, interests and connections. So I thought I'd send you a connect. That's it, right? You just have a more, and then you just go on and you move on with your life, right? So this is the second pillar of this whole thing, is sending out connections, okay? So Kevin said hotel. Interesting, all right? So now here's the thing, okay? So if we go in here, let's jump in and we go in the filters. I'm going to put hospitality, right? And then I'm also going to put, can I put hotel? And I'm going to hit apply. Okay, so I'm going to get all the owners. And this is the owner at Cachette Studios. I don't know if that's really what I want. Let's see, I'm going to go back. No, I don't really want this. I want the United States. Let's see what I can get here. So owner, see, the challenge is, let's see, owner CEO. I might do, I probably would have to do some research on what do they call themselves, right? And it's like, if I want to land the big, here we go. Let's just do this. Hotel and people, and then we're gonna click all filters, and then we're still gonna go owner, okay? And I'm still gonna do second and third connections here, and I'm gonna do in the U.S., and I'm gonna put hospitality industry, and I'm gonna click apply. So I've got, okay, here's John Beccaria here, all right? I think you guys saw that stuff. So here's John Beccaria here, right? And then here's, so his says send in mail, okay? So you'll notice these say send in mail. Well, what we can do is we can hop over to their profile. We just take another click here, hop over to the profile, click these little dots, and then we click connect, and then we click add a note, and then we say the same thing. Hey, John, I saw we had some mutual interests and connections, so I thought I'd send a connect. Just do that, right? Boom. Okay. So you just got to play around with the search here, and you can't be. There are lots of automation tools that I cannot recommend, okay, because I just haven't used any. I don't know. They're out there, okay? Look them up. Do a Google search, all right? So if you want to automate it, you can. VAs are another great way to be able to obviously do this as well, but this is something that you can do to be able to generate conversations with people, okay? Now, here's the last part, right? The last part is, okay, is the follow-up, right? This is the last part here, is the follow-up. And what you want to do is, it's simple, okay? Remember, the goal is just to start conversations. So let's hop over back here. Let's go into my messaging. And it says, what is this? So Claudine says, okay, okay, so here we go. Boom. Hey, Claudine, I saw we had mutual connections or some just want to connect. Okay, so she connected with me. She's a Shopify owner. I don't know what she does. I don't know what, I I don't know what Shopify store she owns, which is just interesting here. Oh, business owner, Shopify. Oh, she sells t-shirts and hoodies. Awesome. We'll be adding a CD on a song. Okay, cool. So I know this right here, okay? So then I'm going to say, do you guys sell on Shopify? Of course she does, right? Same to you. And all I'm doing is asking something that she's going to say yes to. That's all I want to do, okay? So let's go in here. Luke Tab is now connection. Luke is an owner at Ashland Hill, okay? So Luke, all right, is an owner at Ashland Hill. What is Luke? What is Ashland Hill? I don't even know what the hell Ashland Hill is, okay? Ashland Hill is I think they're a restaurant. It looks like a restaurant, right? Is what it looks like. Okay. Ah, yes, they're an owner at a restaurant. Okay, cool. So, let me see here. Okay, so, all right, boom. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go to my LinkedIn. I'm gonna go, hey Luke, great to connect. Now I'm just gonna ask them something that they probably should or might do. Do you guys do online bookings for the restaurant? Because here's the thing. If they say yes, awesome, great. I've got a tool that can help you be able to do it easily. Here, check this out. If they don't, well then, all right, awesome. I've got a tool that can help you do it. Check this out. That's what I'm doing, okay? Robert Wolf. He's a dentist and he's an entrepreneur. Okay, he said, hey, Rob, I was curious if you guys do cosmetic services. I'm going to say that again. Hey, Rob, do you guys do cosmetic services? Because he became a connection after I sent that, okay? So literally, I'm just going through, and I'm going and, congrats on my work anniversary. Oh, you guys are so cute. You guys didn't mean it. Let's see, what else is on here? Job post. Edward Fitz, he's a connection. He's a partner, and he's an estate agent. Okay. So boom, look at this. This was sent March 8th. He became a connection. And I'm going to say, hey, Edward, do you guys work with buyers? I'm not going to say you guys. Does your team work with buyers? You know, and it doesn't matter. He's a real estate agent, but what they say doesn't really matter, right? It's just like, are they, we just want to get the conversation going, because if they do, and they says yes, it's like, awesome, I've got a tool that can help you to be able to generate more. If they say no, it's like, okay, cool, well, I've got a tool that can help you generate them. So here's LinkedIn, okay? Now, the last aspect of it is you just send them to a demo bot, okay? Get them on a demo. Get them on a demo bot. That's all you want to do, okay? If you can get them on a demo bot, you know they're interested. You can follow up with them. You can sink your teeth in, okay? So this is what it is, yo. What's all right? Some of you guys catch that. Some of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. That's okay. I'm going to see if you guys have any questions. I perhaps might be able to answer about these things. So let's, but LinkedIn was a huge thing that we built for it to be able to get us in a place where, since the embargo happened, we signed four clients, right? Which was awesome. Let's see, and how to prospect on LinkedIn. So guys, if you guys have questions, throw them down there. Now's your chance. Otherwise, I got so much work that I gotta do. I got bots. We got so many bots that we gotta build. It's such a good problem, but I needed to come and talk to you guys because you guys give me fuel. Y'all give me fuel. You're the energy that makes this whole engine go. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I pick up like weird accents from talking to different people. So like if I really enjoy the way that someone says something, I will like steal it and I'll add it into my repertoire. And that's why like some of you guys like notice like, why is he talking like that? Like it happens a lot. So that's the way it is. Deal with it. Let me check the questions. See if you guys got any. Bill, you're welcome. Kevin, you're welcome. So Larissa says, could you have a template you cut and paste into it? Absolutely. That's what I would do. Larissa, that's what I would recommend, is just copy and pasting into it to make it that much easier and that much simpler for you, for sure. That is definitely to save time. And what, the next level is just being able to outsource it to your VAs or to your team, right? I think that's like the next level, is being able to just give that task, which is very kind of rote and by itself, and give that to somebody else. So, anywho, Larissa, you guys are definitely the wind beneath my wings, because people, I wouldn't be able to live the lifestyle that I live if it wasn't for you guys. So I'm so grateful. I went and saw, here's a little, guys, if you guys have questions down there, throw them down there. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up and just share a little story with you. But we went and saw the little man today, the little guy, and apparently he is tall for a baby, which is interesting. We went and had an ultrasound because I'm not tall and neither is my wife, so it's kind of interesting how he's got big feet and is tall for a baby, but he's kicking and is strong, and it's like, I am grateful for you guys, Larissa and Kevin and Bill, everybody, people, even people who are in the accelerator program who've decided to invest in themselves with me. I mean, all those people just allow me to have the lifestyle where I get to sit at home and talk into a computer all day and have a lifestyle and have a livelihood that I am excited about and grateful for. So that is you guys. So I got to just say thank you because it's there. So it's true. So anyways, I'm getting all mushy here. Let's get back to the business. We talked about LinkedIn. Guys, if you have questions about those, throw them down there. If this was helpful, okay, comment helpful. If there's someone who needs to see this, all right, tag them in it, right? Make sure that they see it, or share it out on your profile if you feel that this is valuable enough that everybody should see. But I wanted to make sure that I give you guys some goods here. And we've got some more new tools and stuff, so we're going to be just doing some different cool things that this allows you to do. If you guys want info on the Millennial Skills swag that my wife just put together and things like this, what we call it, we're calling it a hydration flask. We've got awesome tops, cozy, comfy sweaters. It's going to be we're going to have a whole line. So if you guys are interested in just checking that out and want to play with it on the bot and see how you can shop on the bot, drop an emoji and I'll get that info to you. And for the rest of you guys, hope you have an amazing Monday. Likes and loves if this was helpful. And we'll see you later. Peace.